Welcome to week 7 of my calisthenics journey, in which I've done statics for about a month, meaning planche, front lever, one-arm hang, L-sits, and technically handstands, but we don't talk about that. Of course, that's not the only things I've done, but for now, let's just focus on the statics. I had to choose between doing the planche progressions on the floor, which was very painful for my wrists, and parallettes. So I bought some parallettes, but then realized that when doing a planche on the floor, if you rotate your hands to the outside, it doesn't actually hurt. So I decided not to use the parallettes, as I'd rather be able to do it anywhere without equipment. Starting not with a tucked planche, generally seen as the first progression, as that's harder than expected, I started out with yoga. Doing a crow pose, which is basically a tuck planche but with your legs leaning on your arms. Now this did get me used to loading the wrist with my body weight, however this does bend the arms a little bit, and the planche is of course with straight arms. So I moved on to the crane pose, in which your knees are pressing against your elbows, which is slightly harder, and also straightens out the arms. And then finally doing a tuck planche, although for like 5 seconds at best. Started working on my core compression as well, which is basically what you need to do if you can do an L-sit on parallettes, but not on the floor. If you can't get your legs to straighten out and you're doing it on the floor, then you're basically just, well, sitting. Well, I'd say that, but this is still top 3 worst feeling exercises I have ever done. All this pain, however, led me to doing my first L-sit on the floor. 30 days of front lever progress, starting at day 1. Doing simple tucked holds, holding on for dear life. Quickly realized that the tucked holds seemed more comparable with hanging than a front lever though, so I tucked less and less and started calling it an advanced tuck. Now at this point I wasn't sure if this was the correct form, but injuring myself ego lifting is my absolute favorite activity in the world, so I just started extending a leg or two and hoping for the best. 1 video a day, every day, no exceptions. The journey has just begun.